Thanks for watching this video. The purpose of this video is to walk you through how to create and then dispense medicine. So as you can see, we're here on the admin side. The first thing you might want to do, as we talked about before, is zoom in, just so that you can see it a little better. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to add the medicine and inventory item to our stock, and then I'm going to go into the workflows and dispense it to a patient. So first, I go here to this tab, Medicines. Now I need to explain a conceptual difference between a medicine and an inventory item. As you can see, you have both medicines and inventory items here. A medicine is something a doctor would think to prescribe. So maybe they'd prescribe acetaminophen, 200 milligram tablets. And an inventory item is something that your pharmacist or your stockkeeper cares about. So they care about the physical object. All right, this is the acetaminophen medicine, and this particular inventory item has this lot number and this expiration date and costs this much, etc. This table might help clarify. So as you can see from this table, these two bolded ones, these are different medicines. There's azithromycin with different concentrations. Underneath it, you have the different inventory items that go under the medicine azithromycin 500 milligram tablets. So this is the medicine, and then this is one example of an inventory item. So this particular inventory item is linked to this medicine, but it has a unique expiration date, a specific lot number, its own quantity, its own donor, etc. This is another azithromycin 500 milligram tablets, but this inventory item has a different expiration date, a different lot number, different quantity, different donor, etc. This azithromycin down here, entirely different new medicine, has its own inventory items. So let's walk through making them and see if this clarifies anymore. The first thing I want to do is add a medicine if it's brand new to my system. So if it's the first time that you're receiving it into the system. My medicine name, for example, NDC number, if you feel like adding it, concentration, family, dispensation unit, tablets. As you can see, aspirin was added to my medicine list. Now, I'm going to create an inventory item that is associated with this medicine. So I did medicines there, now I'm doing inventory items. So I'm going to add a new inventory item. And the first thing it allows me to do is it has a drop down of all the medicines. So here, I'm going to select a medicine that I already have in my system. So that's the medicine aspirin that I just made, the tablets 200 milligrams. I can add a description if I want to, a donor, a manufacturer, a lot number, the quantity on the shelf is mandatory, unit price, and unit cost, and finally an expiration date. These are the fields that are associated with an inventory item. So I already know I have this aspirin. Now let me clarify for the physical object that I have on my shelf. It came from Americares, has 898989 lot number, have 10 of them, my price and my cost, and I have my expiration date. So I save that. Now let's go into workflows. and show you how to dispense this. This is the workflow. Don't forget, if you see the buttons cut off or don't see the buttons at all, you need to zoom out. I'll start. We'll walk through the different workflows in another video of which workflows to use for when, but suffice it to say, I'll just give you a quick overview. Dispense without prescription is the one I'm going to select because it's essentially dispensing immediately. If you wanted to prescribe a medicine and then dispense it at a later time or at a different location, if that's how your clinic works, you would use these two. I want to dispense it right now to my patient, so I'm going to say dispense without prescription. Don't forget, I can use this search bar here to search for a patient. It searches by both first and last name. Great. So now here's where I can select my medicine to dispense. I'm searching in the search bar, and then I found the medicine that I just added. Note my quantity on shelf is 10. Say I'm going to dispense 2 tablets to this patient. I can enter any prescription notes. I can also, now that I'm here, I can dispense another medicine to the same patient. So I'll just select this one. I'll select 1. When I'm finished choosing the medicines I want to give to this patient, I'll select Done. Note, if you select Exit, you'll quit without actually dispensing anything. So if you want to cancel, click Exit. If you want to go forward with your dispensation, click Done. Pulls up a dispensation summary. All the medicines that I have with the notes, quantity, and then the cost over here. The system's now recorded that you've dispensed to this patient the medicines that you did. We can go back into the admin side and confirm that it actually decreased the amount. I'm just going to zoom in, refresh. Notice our aspirin went from 10 down to 8. So that's the great thing about this. It'll automatically decrease it from your stock. One final thing I want to show you. What if you have some sort of damage, or you've lost medicine, or you miscounted, somehow you made a mistake in the amount that you have on your shelf and you need to change it? What you can do in that case is you go to Inventory, Stock Reconciliation, and here I can edit the actual quantity on my shelf, and I can edit the price and the cost as well. If I change, so if I have my current inventory of this particular medicine, for example, is 1, as you can see. I can do this a couple different ways. I can say, oh, it says I have 1, but I've counted and I actually have 5. Put 5 in here. Your actual quantity, this, then overwrites your current quantity. If, for example, you actually had 5, but you just got a new shipment of 10, this new stock received will add to the current quantity. Now it goes up to 15. Don't forget, It's very important to come down here and actually save. Otherwise, it won't record it. And there you go. That is adding and dispensing medication to patients.